As we continue on Hannity with the great one, we call you, and Rush calls you F. Lee Levin.
And liberals call me the great big one. But go right ahead.
Author of the brand new book. It's just out today, Ameritopia, the Unmaking of America.
I was going to write a book on liberalism. Just liberals called Ameritopia.
Ameritopia? That didn't come out? That didn't happen? Well, in many ways. All right, so you've got these two visions, and you've got the philosophical underpinnings of both, the utopianism and Americanism. You have two very distinct competing differences. One believes in the individual, one believes in freedom, and one believes that the state should run basically everything. Explain what is at stake in this election from your perspective, as you went through and studied for over a year, all of these philosophers, read all of their writings, and how do you see that this is relevant to this election?
Well, it's relevant to this election because the only thing that really stands between us and this ultimate tyranny is the people. It's not the politicians, it's us. And we have to decide how we want to live. This is our country, this is our government. And we've been given a blessed gift, liberty, a magnificent Declaration of Independence, a magnificent Constitution that is under constant assault by these public figures because these are the obstacles to their power. They don't like it. Obama even talks about it. You know what, Senate? I have deigned that you're in recess. I'm making these 4 appointments. You know what? I don't want all my staff confirmed. I'm going to appoint czars. You know what? I just got this law. I like part of it. I don't like part of it. I'm going to... And look how casually we accept these things as a society.
But you talk about this. You talk about this gradualism. This isn't happening by revolution.
No.
You know, it's not one day. And you say gradualism is the moral equivalent of soft tyranny, is how you describe it. You define tyranny in the book.
Yeah. Well, Alexis de Tocqueville gets into this. And, you know, Democracy in America is actually two books, one in 1835 and 1840. And what I try and do in this book so I don't scare people away is these are heavy topics that I try and put in plain English and try and relate them to modern day. Well, and what he talks about is America is so different from Europe, he said. You know, in Europe, this is way back when. In Europe, the administrative state is involved in everything. In America, it's there, but it's innocuous. While we're transitioning, I would ask the people who are watching this program, not what does the government regulate, what doesn't the government regulate? Look around your homes and so forth. The question is this: since we're so unmoored from the Constitution, since Congress thinks it can pass laws compelling us to purchase things, since the EPA thinks it could even consider issuing a regulation regulating dust, and I could go on, regulating toilets, open your medicine cabinet, it's all regulated. Look around your kitchen, it's all regulated. The question is, where does this end? I can show our opponents the Constitution. What can they show me? Nothing. Because there's this constant push for control over the individual and the stealing of the individual's labor.
Yeah, you know, and you do the heavy lifting. Most people don't have the time to really study Plato and Hobbes and More and Marx, or on the other hand, Locke, on the Americanism, Montesquieu, de Tocqueville. You do it. You make it relevant to today. This is going to be a modern-day masterpiece. I think your best book yet. I really, great one. It's always
Appreciate
great.
That, buddy.
Will you come back out of your bunker one day?
Sure. I'll be here 2-3 years from now.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all the time we have left. Thanks for being with us. Let not your heart be troubled. The news continues. Greta's next. We'll see you tomorrow night.